The first HarmonyOS PC just dropped, and the tech world is buzzing. A new titan has entered the arena, looking to challenge not one, but two of the biggest players in computing, Windows and macOS. Picture this: a world where your PC doesn't just run software, but becomes the centerpiece of a seamless, hyper-connected ecosystem across your phone, tablet, smartwatch, and beyond. It's not just an operating system. It's a revolution waiting to unfold. Huawei's HarmonyOS PC officially launched on May 7th, 2025, with the first devices hitting the shelves on May 19th, 2025. But can this new OS truly dethrone the giants? Is HarmonyOS the dawn of a new era in computing, or will it be crushed under the weight of its own ambition? Let's dive into the tech, the stakes, and the challenges to determine if HarmonyOS PC is the future, or if it's destined to be a fleeting experiment that fails to make a dent. Huawei's HarmonyOS PC is more than just a new operating system. It's a bold, strategic move in response to an ongoing battle in the tech world, especially in the wake of the US sanctions that have severely limited Huawei's access to Microsoft's Windows. HarmonyOS was born out of necessity, a last-ditch effort to maintain independence in a world dominated by Western tech giants. At its core, HarmonyOS PC is based on HarmonyOS 5, a desktop version of Huawei's mobile OS, which completely abandoned the Android codebase for full independence. Built on a microkernel architecture, it promises a leaner, faster experience, 30% less memory usage than Windows, and smoother performance, particularly on Huawei's own Kunpeng processors. Huawei is touting over 2,000 optimized apps, including popular tools like WPS, QQ, DingTalk, and Tencent Video. The AI assistant, Celia, brings futuristic features like real-time translation, document summarization, and proactive problem-solving. Security is a key focus too, with features like Super Privacy Mode that allows users to disable cameras and microphones. Sound promising, right? But here's the kicker. HarmonyOS PC doesn't natively support Android APKs, and while rumors swirl about x64 Windows app compatibility, Huawei has yet to confirm anything. For now, emulators may be necessary, and let's be real, emulation is never a smooth experience. Huawei's move is far more than just a new product launch. It's a direct challenge to the global tech status quo. US sanctions cut Huawei off from Microsoft's Windows license in March 2025, leaving the company with no choice but to accelerate its push for self-reliance. This isn't just about an operating system, it's a statement. Huawei is staking its future on HarmonyOS, and it could change the game. At the heart of HarmonyOS PC is China's first ever homegrown OS designed for mass-market use. This is a massive step toward reducing the country's reliance on Western technologies, something that's long been a goal for the Chinese government. But beyond politics, Huawei sees an opportunity to carve out a space in the consumer market, particularly in China, where Windows has faced growing challenges with licensing issues. Richard Yu, Huawei's chairman, is bullish about the future of HarmonyOS, predicting that it could become the world's third largest PC OS, only behind Windows and macOS. HarmonyOS aims to integrate seamlessly across a wide range of Huawei's devices: phones, tablets, wearables, and now PCs. Imagine moving a file from your phone to your PC without a cable, or presenting directly from your tablet. HarmonyOS PC promises that level of fluid, cross-device collaboration. But there's a catch. The app ecosystem is still in its infancy. Despite 20,000 apps available, it's a far cry from the millions of apps that Windows and macOS boast. Even if HarmonyOS PC becomes a huge success in China, there's still the question of how it'll fare in the global market. The truth is, Huawei is up against established players with years of experience and developer support. It's clear that a technological revolution requires more than just hardware and software. It needs an ecosystem. That's something that takes time, and Huawei is betting big on its ability to create one. The geopolitical context surrounding HarmonyOS PC cannot be ignored. In a world where digital sovereignty is becoming a critical issue, HarmonyOS is not just a piece of software. It's a symbol of China's push to reduce dependence on foreign technology, especially the US. As tensions between China and the West escalate, the need for self-reliance in tech becomes more pressing, and Huawei is at the forefront of this movement. For years, China has been trying to build an alternative ecosystem that doesn't rely on Western companies like Microsoft, Google, or Apple. The US, with its increasingly aggressive tech export restrictions, has pushed Chinese tech giants like Huawei into a corner. This isn't just about Huawei. It's about China's broader strategy to build a tech ecosystem that is insulated from the influence of foreign powers. HarmonyOS is a direct response to the US's actions. In fact, the development of HarmonyOS is a testament to how US sanctions have forced Chinese tech companies to rethink their strategies, moving towards greater self-sufficiency. Huawei's ambitious goal to challenge Windows and macOS isn't just about beating Microsoft and Apple in terms of performance. It's about breaking the US-dominated stranglehold on the global tech ecosystem. As the US tightens its grip on access to critical technologies, China has responded by accelerating its own technological innovations. HarmonyOS, along with other technologies like Huawei's Kunpeng processors and its cloud infrastructure, is part of a broader effort to assert China's technological independence. This is more than a product launch. It's a statement on the global stage. Despite this bold strategy, HarmonyOS PC faces enormous hurdles. One of the most significant challenges it faces is breaking into the global market. Windows and macOS have been entrenched in the consumer and enterprise markets for decades. Switching to a new operating system isn't something most users will do lightly, especially when it comes with potential compatibility issues and an unfamiliar interface. And while Huawei has managed to carve out a strong position in China, winning over users in Europe or North America is a much more difficult task. At the heart of Huawei's challenge is the question of trust. In the West, Huawei's brand has been tainted by geopolitical concerns, with accusations of espionage and national security risks. Even if HarmonyOS offers a better user experience, overcoming the deep mistrust surrounding Huawei's products will be an uphill battle. People in the US, in particular, are wary of anything coming from China, and that could prove to be a significant barrier to adoption. It's not just about the quality of the product, it's about the broader political landscape. Moreover, even if HarmonyOS does gain traction in China, it's unclear whether it can scale globally. Can Huawei overcome the resistance in markets where Microsoft and Apple have a stranglehold? Will businesses, many of which rely on legacy software, be willing to abandon Windows for a new, unproven operating system? The answer is far from certain. Huawei will need to convince both consumers and enterprises that HarmonyOS is a viable alternative, and that's no small task. Performance-wise, HarmonyOS promises to be leaner and faster than Windows, with its microkernel design using up to 30% less memory than Windows. It is optimized for Huawei's Kunpeng chips, which could provide a performance boost in areas where Intel and AMD chips have traditionally dominated. However, there's a major issue with this. The Kunpeng chips are not as widely adopted outside of China, and developers may face challenges creating software that runs well on Huawei's proprietary hardware. This creates a catch-22 situation for HarmonyOS. Without an established hardware base, software developers may be reluctant to invest the time and money needed to create apps for the platform. And without enough apps, users won't adopt the OS. At the same time, there's no denying that the level of integration across Huawei devices is impressive. With HarmonyOS, users can seamlessly transition between their phone, tablet, and PC, creating a fluid ecosystem that Apple has already perfected within its own walls. For many users in China, this kind of cross-device integration will be a huge selling point. However, can HarmonyOS offer the same level of polish and reliability that Apple has achieved with macOS and iOS? And will it be able to integrate seamlessly with third-party devices, especially outside of Huawei's ecosystem? Another area where HarmonyOS PC could excel is security. Huawei has built in a number of privacy features, including a super privacy mode that allows users to disable microphones and cameras, as well as enhanced app verification systems. In a time when data privacy concerns are growing globally, this could be a huge draw for users who are tired of the data-hungry practices of US tech giants. However, given the political climate, it remains to be seen whether users in the West will trust Huawei's security claims. So what do you think? Can HarmonyOS PC challenge the dominance of Windows and macOS? Or is it too soon to tell? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear your take on the future of tech and the role HarmonyOS could play in it.